everyone. This is your host, LJM, coming to you live from a place in South Carolina. One, we are standing here right now just to be reminiscent of the current tragedy that is happening down in the Amazon. Their Amazon is literally blazing. That's right, folks. Fires have increased this year by, I believe, 74,000. However, the president that is currently there is not doing anything about it and blaming revolutionaries to be the cause of said fires. But local newspapers have reported that on August 10th, the farmers said that there would be a day of burning. Now, why would farmers want to do a day of burning? To clear out the path for cattle ranching. So some of you have seen posts on my Instagram, want to know, what can I do to help with the Amazon fires? One, you can stop eating beef if that's what you choose to do, because that's why the Amazon is being cleared in the first place for cattle. Two, you can donate to a reputable charity of your choice. Three, there are also rumors on the wire that you can boycott Amazon, because the real issue is that the real Amazon, you know, the one that is a carbon secure force, as well as provides you oxygen and is home to a lot of unknown species. So think about all of the medicine that we're not getting because it's being burned down. Just a thought. But those are just a few reasons as to why you would not purchase at Amazon just to participate within that boycott. But as always, make sure you do your research. Also, just touching base on Jay-Z, right? What's going on, Jay-Z in the NFL? Well, critics have been saying back and forth because he did produce a song called Ape Shit that talked about how he didn't need the NFL, but the NFL needed him, and now he has this deal with the NFL. And just to be clear, for all of you out there who say that they love him, he is not an owner. Rock Nation is just now in charge of the halftime show and social outreach changes. Granted, the interview that I saw on YouTube was a lot of empty rhetoric, if I'm quite honest, simply because they spoke about communities. But what communities? What communities are you really helping? What are your measures? What are your metrics? And the fact that they did not come or produce any type of tangible goals like, hey, we're going to affect 1,000 communities by this time. Hey, we're going to get together and actually donate to Colin Kaepernick's nonprofit or campaign that he started, Know Your Rights. No, none of that was said. But then again, Jay also said that he's not going to disclose the conversation that he had with Colin Kaepernick when he spoke to Kaepernick about that. Kaepernick hasn't really made any notes to it. He just continued to tweet support of his brothers who continue to kneel. However, you have to look at it. One, no one ever said that rappers or anyone in the music industry are our leaders. So you have to define a leading black and a black leader. And you also have to understand a capitalist in a black body. Does that mean that Jay-Z is wrong? No, Jay-Z can move how he wants to move. But the other thing too is like it's too early to call what his real motives are. So you can speculate, but let's see what he actually does, because he could be trying to do a spook by the door scenario where all he needs to do is just get in to make real change. Or he could just be the capitalistic person to which he is. Either way, you don't really know. You have to see. But what can you do about this? You can really just continue to read and do your research and not get caught up in the distraction, because honestly, this is happening simultaneously to the Amazon burning down. Do you realize anytime something that will affect generations to come, they flood you with information that really doesn't matter, because this isn't really important. Jay-Z getting the NFL joint, that has no effect on us directly right now. The Amazon being burned down can affect your breathing, hun. I think we gotta weigh our priorities here, eh? And also, in this video, I'm just doing a short HiJynx run, considering the fact that my video got busted today. Shouts out to Samaria. So, when it comes to around this time of the year, it is time for the new Miss Black America. I believe it's currently happening, not quite sure. So therefore, that means that my reign as Miss Black America DC is coming to a close. And first and foremost, I just want to say it was an honor. It was truly an honor to serve my community and to be there for my community. And what I have learned from this venture is you define yourself. And you define yourself within all things and all situations, and every moment to which you have is you defining your character and who you are. With that being said, my experience of Miss Black America was skin folk taking advantage of their own for political and economical gain. Now, there was a litany of things that went on during that time that strengthens my premise for that. You can even check it out. Some of my sister queens have posted to YouTube about their experience. And the sad part is that a lot of this got chalked up to pageant culture. The thing is that shouldn't be a culture. Being mistreated, being put in a non-safe space, being put in health hazard conditions for the sake of a crown should never be the case, or for the sake of a title. And so what I want to say to all my young queens out there, no disrespect to all of my pageant queens, it's not a game, and it is a hustle, and it's a mindset, and it takes a very strong woman to do that. However, if you're doing it, you should have more reasons to do it besides looking for someone to give you confidence, because confidence has to come from within. And also just understand that no one can give you a crown. And that's what I learned. My crown, this is my crown. No one gave this to me. This is my birthright. I was born with this. How I choose to wear it or style it is up to me, because that is how I want to represent my queendom, right? So therefore, I learned through that no one validates me, and that the only type of validation I need is for parking. So, these bugs out here are so disrespectful. Aye. Anyway, no, they are. I told you it's hectic. It's hectic. I'm down in the country. They don't care. But as I was saying, you have to inspire yourself. And just as much work as we put into fundraising money for ourselves to make those sponsorship fees, just as we pick up charities and things like that, if everybody did that in their communities, we would be winning, because it starts from within. All of that starts from within. So really, Miss Black America showed me I had the power to raise money. It showed me that I had the talent to speak. It showed me that I can do anything that I put my mind to, but I already knew that, right? But it takes certain levels and certain experiences to get there. And even though it was not the ideal experience to what I wanted it to be or to what I thought it would be, I still took it and finessed it. Because of what I experienced to Miss Black America, I understood the importance even more for us to need a space to where you can be unapologetically authentic. And thus, from that, I created Speak Easy, the place where we speak easy but go hard. Speak Easy is a cultural platform that bridges the gap between art, culture, and politics, providing the bridge and the environment for the people to come to have a dialogue that will positively impact their community with the powers that be. Speak Easy is also funded for the community by the community, meaning that no profit is made from Speak Easy. All costs cover production, and the rest is donated to a charity. So Speak Easy is truly the place where artists or anyone from the community can come, be authentically themselves, and not have to worry about offending or stepping on anyone's toes or not speaking their truth. You are accepted. Our only rules are no hate or no bad vibes. So with that being said, we're also mitigating what MLK said when he spoke to the fact that riots are the voice of the unheard. Therefore, Speak Easy is a change agent and an entity that is providing voices to the unheard, those who are less privileged to have a camera in front of them or a microphone in front of them, but yet they want to be heard. So make sure you check out Speak Easy, because it's broadcasted live all over the nation every fourth Friday, coming out of WeAct Radio. Make sure you tune in even tonight, because the day is Fourth Friday. You can also catch it on YouTube underneath HiJynx by LJM. So make sure you check that out. Make sure you subscribe as well. And again, make sure you do your due diligence in all research, even when it comes to voting. We're going to touch on voting in our next episode. Even when it comes to voting, pull every single candidate's record, past legislation record. What did they vote for? What did they do? Because understand that movement has become a buzzword, revolution, a buzzword, and they're going to say whatever they need to say in order to get the vote. So don't just go with your emotions or your heart. You need to think. You need to think and understand how it will affect you and generations to come with the laws that these people pass if they get into office. So just saying, it's time to wake up on that front. Also, our goal is to get 100 subscribers, then 10,000 subscribers, then 100,000 subscribers. So help us reach our first tier by subscribing to HiJynx by LJM. Thank you for tuning in this moment. Homage to the Amazon, and our prayers and love are with you to everyone that is down there. Make sure y'all stay tuned, stay woke, and until next time, much love, peace, and appreciation.